Well, hello there, and welcome to Tea with your Fertility Godmother. How are you this morning? I've had a little bit of a fun morning. I have my little cutie Mika here. She's our therapy dog. She wanted to join you today, so she's saying hi. So welcome to Tea with the Fertility Godmother. I am excited to be here with you and share with you a little bit about at least some starter tips about what you can do if you've had some failed IVFs and what you can do next, because we see that in our clinic often. And one of the things I really am passionate about is trying to help couples get the care before they start IVF so that they'll have a more successful chance going the first time or even the second time. But multiple failed IVFs, if you've gone through that, is very emotionally and physically draining and financially draining as well. So I'm going to talk about some of that. If you join us, please say hi, let me know where you're from, and post any questions that you may have on your down below so I can answer them for you. And if you're not able to watch this live, then go ahead and you can go ahead and post in the comment section in our Facebook page as well. And I can be sure to answer those on another tea with the Fertility Godmother, or I can make sure to try to answer you directly in the Facebook page as well, if possible. So let's go ahead and get started. One of the biggest things that I believe and that I see that works is really getting say bye. Sorry, she's distracting me. Is really getting your body ready. So what we do in our clinic and through holistic medicine is we're able to look at things that maybe your Western doctor didn't diagnose. So we look at the body as a whole. So through our medicine and tools, I'm able to detect things that maybe haven't been detected yet. So really one of the biggest things you can do is lifestyle change, just really being healthy. And you may not know this, but it takes a good 3-4 months. It's actually 120 days to be exact, approximate. Well, everything is exact, but 120 days for your egg to actually ovulate. So it really gives you a window of opportunity to get healthy. And it may feel like a long time. A lot of people feel like they need to jump right into the next cycle. But if you just kind of pause for a moment, depending on, of course, your situation, but most cases, we find that if you just pause and you just take a break emotionally and physically and get yourself healthy and take that window of opportunity to get yourself feeling really good and enjoying your life again and eating and getting energy back and sleeping well. These are all things that are going to be really crucial to helping support you on your next IVF cycle. So what you want to do is what a good egg needs is it needs good circulation, good blood supply. It needs to have good nutrition, which is why diet and supplements and Chinese herbs are so beneficial. And you need to have oxygen, which all of that is in the blood, but you have to have that nutrient-rich blood to be able to get there. And you need to be able to get it there because as you're more stressed, the more stressed you get, the less blood flow you're going to get to your reproductive organs. So it's really important. And I know I'm not saying not to be stressed because this is an incredibly stressful situation. It's even been equated to being diagnosed with cancer, the stress. But what I want to say is it's important to manage that and get tools and support to be able to manage that stress. And again, I'm going to say it a 1,000 times. You'll hear me say it. Eating is huge, not only for your reproductive health, but for your overall wellness and lifestyle in general. The other thing you can do is look at your partner, the male factor. A lot of times the sperm may look good, or there may not be, or may not look so good, and that's why you're doing IVF. But there's actually a test that can be done to look at what's called the epigenomes of the sperm, and it can tell you, will you have a good rate of fertilizing? How's the embryo development when you do fertilize the egg? And then it can give you an idea to look at that, and that's at Epicona, and you can actually get that prescribed through our clinic at A Wellness Clinic, or you can even go directly to their website and have that test done there as well. They have an option on their website, epicona.com. Haley, would you mind putting that in our comments, please? So, but what that does is it gives you a tool, because I find in our clinic that a lot of men are disconnected. It's like everything is heavy on the woman's eggs. And yes, it's absolutely true. The women's eggs need to be very strong. But if you have, an advanced maternal age, if you have other things going on, then you want to have all the support, and you want to make things the best they can. Even if you're going to do ICSI, you want to have the best sperm possible to select, because that's going to be the health of your baby, and not only the health of your baby, but the health of your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren, and maybe even longer, but we know up to that right now. It's amazing. So that test is also very helpful, because then the man, your partner, may start doing more preconception care. And it's really important that both of you are healthy, because as my friend Latoya said yesterday from Epicona, actually, we were talking, it's a couple's disease, or a couple's problem, right? It's not just the woman's issue, even though the burden falls heavily on the woman. So both of you guys can do something, and if you want to improve your chances of your next cycle, definitely eat more healthy, take some supplements that are really great for egg quality and sperm quality, drink lots of water, get some movement, and manage your stress. So those are my tips for today. There's a lot more information depending on where you are in your cycle, how old you are, what you've been going through. If you have embryos, you don't have embryos. If you have you don't have a good uterine lining. There's so many different reasons. So what I'll do is we'll just make another episode, and I'll just kind of break that down piece by piece. And again, if you have any comments later on for me, please feel free to comment below, because I would love to be able to help you. Okay. So thank you for joining Tea with Denise today, and we'll see you next week. Sorry, I'm not leaving yet. There was something very important I wanted to discuss, just touch base on, about freezing your eggs. This was a big deal. This article came out, I don't know if anybody saw it in the news, about a celebrity who froze her eggs, thinking that she could put her, have making babies on hold, and then being able to have them later. And it was very devastating. So I'd like to have that discussion. I don't know if you have any questions about that, but what happens is that right now, it's such a great option, but the truth is it may not be as good as it seems. I mean, you have a 30 to 60% success rate of retrieving that egg, defrosting that egg, and having it be viable when you go to do IVF later on down the road. So it's a good option, but if you're not with a partner and ready to have babies, then you also might want to consider, if you are with a partner but you're just not ready to have babies, you might want to consider freezing embryos. And you could do that with the partner that you have, or you can do that with a sperm donation. But that is an option, because the embryo freezing, the technology is amazing. But we still don't have down the egg freezing perfect yet. Getting there, but it's very challenging, because there's fluid in the egg, and when you freeze the egg, it expands. So they do something where they're able to freeze it, but sometimes it doesn't work so well. So just remember that, so that you're not devastated later down the road, because it can be expensive, and then you're thinking that you're gonna be able to have these eggs for later, but you may not have that. You may not really have that opportunity. Just know that it's probably better than not doing anything at all. But it's important to know the truth so that you can be prepared for and make other choices down the road. Okay, I just wanted to throw that at you real quick. Please, we'll talk about it more if you'd like. Make it a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye. I'll see you next week.